Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 10. Right, okay, you might be asking why are we outside standing in the rain, and I'm going to let you know 1 second. So look, last episode we basically got into a little bit of mystical agriculture and we set up a little bit of a farm outside. So I've decided to relocate. The reason being was this is all temporary, right? So let me just quickly show you where I have set up my new mystical agriculture room, and it's right here. Cool. So basically, this is where we are going to be doing all the mystical agriculture side of things. Yeah, I think it looks pretty decent, you know. Spent a little bit of time making this. Ended up using all the gadgets which make my life a lot easier. So thank you, Direwolf, for that. But yeah, for the most part, we have crafted up some growth accelerators. So I've got 4 running on this strip of land here, and we're powering that using the crystal resonance generators. So we've got 4 of those. This is a self-sufficient automated system in terms of getting ourselves some inferium essence, right? So if you look at this chest, I've bound it to this one. So everything that's basically getting collected from here is going into this chest. And if we come upstairs, so whilst I was making this room, we basically got a chest up here as well, which had collected quite a bit of inferium essence from the one outside, because we did have the growth accelerators doing their job for a little while. So for the most part, we have got quite a bit of inferior essence that we can work towards getting into the next tier. However, today I've got a change of plans, right? So what I want to do is, because we are going to be generating some resources from mystical agriculture, I also want to get into generating some mob resources. And what a better place to do it than this, right? So we have built up a little starter base at the start of the series, and I want to hopefully start knock this down. We want to knock this down, and we want to basically make this into a mob farm, right? So that's probably what we're going to be working towards today, and hopefully we'll get it all set up and producing a ton of resources for us, right? So yeah, exciting. So what I'll quickly do is break all this stuff. Yeah, I will get rid of this stuff as well. Whack it all into the terminal. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'm going to quickly grab all the items needed in order to build this mob farm, and I'll be back with you in a quick sec. So we are back, guys. We have got a little bit of items in our inventory right now, so we're going to be using andesite in order to build this, right? And I've also gone ahead and favorited all the items that we're going to need for the mob grinding utility farm. I think I've got everything. If I'm missing anything, I'll just figure it out as we go along. Yeah, we'll stick to something like this, and I want to kind of make it 3 high, just because if we want to get the enderman spawning in here as well. So that, with that being done, I think we should go 1 more. Why not? Boom, that's it. That looks good. And in order to cover this, right, so we're gonna need ourselves a redstone torch just for now, but like, let's craft all the materials we're going to need for it. So what we'll do, keep that as that for now, and we'll make it look a bit nicer a bit later on, but I want to make it functional for now. So let's walk you guys back here. There is an enderman in my base somewhere. Get out. Right, so the items we're going to need for this are all here right now. So let's grab ourselves 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3, boom. What are we missing? Stone slabs. Get a couple more of those, and then 3 of those in total. Let's put you back. Cool. So first thing is knocked off. I was kind of in 2 minds about making the mob masher or the mob grinding, I think it's called. Yeah, mob. This one, mob slaughter factory or mob crusher. This one. I was in 2 minds, but I feel as if this is gonna be serving the purpose well enough. So I think we just stick to this one for now. So let's craft out one of these. So we need 2 iron swords. Perfect. 3 diamonds, a block of redstone, which we don't have. There you go. And iron. Okay. So what we'll do real quick is make up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. So we'll get 2 of these. Block of iron, easy. There you go. And 2 of those. And then the rest should be pretty simple and easy to make. Boom. Right, mob masher. Cool. So with that mob masher, we're going to want to put some upgrades on it, right? So I was thinking of the sharpness. So you can put a max of 10 in, right? So this is pretty simple to make. So let's just 4 times 10 is 40. We need 40 swords. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. We just make a few more for good measure. Then gold. Got make some of these nuggets. There you go. That should be fine for now. And then should be able to make up 10 of these, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. 10 sharpness upgrades, and then we're gonna need some of these as well. So blue dye we should be able to make plenty of. Nice. And then ten of them as well. Cool. That's fine also. And in terms of kind of storing our XP that we do get from this mob farm, I think a jumbo tank should suffice for now, right? So let's make ourselves the jumbo tank. 1, 2, and then boom, boom. Okay, maybe not 2, 3, 4. Sorted. So that's also done as well. So we leave these most to the side because this is going to be the last thing we're going to do. That's fine. We need like a few levers as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just do like about 7. Cool. That's done also. So the ender inhibitor from Mob Grinding Utilities basically inhibits teleportation for the enderman. So if we do get any enderman spawns in there, it's not going to allow them to teleport out of it. So we need one of these, which is defo these. There you go. Done that as well. Cool. And this is just for us in order to make some of the materials, right? Okay. Get out of here. Cool. So let's make up one of these. What do we need? Iron bars. Perfect. That's fine. And then one of them singularity tanks. Cool. Boom. So this is going to allow us to drain our XP out of our. So let's just set the target level to like 40, and then put the drain here. And then just to get the XP back out of that, we're going to need an XP tap, I think. So XP tap. One of these. Boom. So we'll just stick that to the end of that, just, you know. And if you stun this, it's going to drain our XP out. So let's just stay on here for a second. like collect a bit of XP. Yeah, that should be nice for now. Right, okay, so that's done. And this is the last bit of the farm. So let's make ourselves a restaurant clock. We'll do something like chiseled, and then boom. There you go. Is that redstone? Yeah, redstone clock. We're gonna need a redstone torch for this as well. And redstone pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then a feather as well. So we should hopefully have a feather. No, we don't. Why don't we have a feather? Anyway, we can get that. So what we can do then is get our item collector, right? Get some sleep. I want to go find myself a chicken. So we'll get the engine on for the jetpack and see if we can't find ourselves a chicken. To be fair, I've not really seen any chickens about lately. Just head over into this general vicinity, see if we can't find anything. There you go, there's a couple here. So what I'll do, I'll grab you real quick. And then we'll head home. Throw you in here. And then we'll head back. Then grab the other one which we saw here a second ago. It's a baby one. And we'll head back home again. Nice. What we can do is get rid of this raccoon as well. So if we head back now, see if we can't find ourselves another chicken, so we can get a feather. It's all up here. Nice. Nice, he's dropped us a feather. Right, let's head back home real quick and make ourselves a pen. 140. Right, that should be enough. I think that should be enough. Right, anyway, cool. So let's get this stuff back in here. So we've got that. We've got the pen. Got the redstone. Nice, nice, nice. Making progress. And now it's just the GM chicken feed, right? So we should have everything for this. We just need 4 buckets. So buckets, we'll get 1, and then we'll make ourselves another 3. Cool, and then should be able to just basically pipe out this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, and then make ourselves some GM cursed chicken feed, right? Cool. But the way this works, right, is if we have a chicken and we feed it this, it's gonna blow up and give us a rotten egg, and that's what we are looking after. So let's get rid of this stuff. And where's our chicken gone? Cool. Take you back out and feed you this. And it's giving us a rotten egg. Perfect, that's what we needed. So it goes creates a 5x5 area of dreadful dirt used on grass, dirt, mycelium, and farmland. Right, okay, so we've got a 3x3, which is fine. And then the final thing which we need to make just to get this all completed is tinted glass. And this is a pretty easy recipe from Mob Grinding Utilities. It's 4 pieces of glass and some charcoal. So if we get like a few of these, right? So we just get a stack for now, and then we see if we need anything. We'll see if we need any more in a minute. So what I want to do is do something like, just thinking to myself, right? Place these wrong. Cool. That's fine. And if we, I forgot to make the redstone torch. The redstone lamp, sorry. Let's quickly make a redstone lamp. This one right here. We're missing one of these. Fine. Cool. Done. Right. So this should hopefully be 3 high. Yeah, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, cool. And now if we grab some andesite. Andesite column. And we do something like this. And then we should be able to just like fill the rest up with glass. So 1, 2, 3, 5. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna need a little bit more, I think. Yeah, we've got to make a little bit more of this. Cool. I will fill this in. Right, okay, so to get this fully set up, which what we need, do we have the mob fun? So at mob grinding, do we have a mob fun upgrade? That's the question. Speed upgrade. This is the one. So height and width, distance. I think we're gonna need a couple of these. We need some chickens for that. Okay, cool. So we just leave that for now, I think. We'll basically set this up for now. So we'll grab the fans. We'll plonk one in this corner here. Okay. One right there, and then we'll do something like one here and one there. So we do need a width upgrade on this. So what we'll do then is I feel as if we just should wait for them chickens to grow up so we can get more. Do we have any eggs? Let's quickly have a check. No eggs. Right, so what I'm going to quickly do right now, guys, I'm going to grab some chickens. I'm going to see if I can go find some more, and I'll be back with you in a second. Let's make some width upgrades, right? So we'll do this. And I think we're only going to need the one of that right now. So let's put you in the fan. See if we increase it a little bit. Boom. Should we do one more? Let's do one more. That's perfect, right? So what this is going to do is blow all the mobs from here till about there, and these are going to keep it in the center towards the mob grinding utility, right? So let's get some rest. Head back out here real quick, and that should be fine. And I think if we get a lever on the back sides of all these, 1, 2, 3, and then I want to make myself up some red alloy wire, just so, actually, you know what, let's make it a little bit more swift. So red alloy wire, this is the one we need, and let's do 3 of those. So it gives us 12. So we'll make up a few more. That wasn't the right one. Make 6, and then 24, 36. Right, cool. So what we can do with this right now is running across the wall. Oops. So we get rid of this one. So let's just put one lever in for each one of these, right? So we'll do something like 1. Does that not work? We put a lever right here. It does activate you, but I think there's some sort of connected texture issues right there. So yeah, I think it's some sort of connected so we'll do something like boom, boom. Then something like nice. So one lever basically controls all 3 fans. Cool. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Right, cool. If we do stand in this right now, there you go. Does this thing nicely. Right, cool. Switch to off for now. The one for the light switch we'll put right here, I think. So we'll do this. Then cool, and then we'll get rid of this top block. It's fine. Nice. So light switch and then the fans, right? Cool. So that's done this thing right there. And I feel as if the mob grinder will go here. So we'll get the mob grinder, put you here, the center. Work our upgrades in this. Nice. Cool. So far so good. And then we should just box this off. I don't think there's anything else that we need to do in there right now. No, so we can box this off nicely now, so we don't really ever need to go in there again. Cool. So that all in. Oh, actually, need to get the GM chicken feed in there, right? So what we'll do is put the rotten egg down now. Hopefully that should turn into dreadful dirt. That's why it was called. So nothing's gonna spawn right now, just because we've got the restaurant lamp in there. So once we switch this off, we should see some spawning. Right. Now there's 2 ways of going about it, right? So we can either use a chest or a drawer or a barrel, or we can use a, what you might call it, a backpack, right? So I feel as if the backpack route is going to be the best option for me right now, but yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll do the backpack route, right? So before we do so, the spawn rate on this is pretty slow, and to improve this, if you come down here, we'll get our pen out and also the clock and the redstone lamp, right? So these are the 3 items you're going to need for this, right? So what we're going to do is put a lever right here just for the mob grinding utility. So if we turn you on, yeah, you're working right now. So let's just put you in like this. Cool. Mob grinding utility, and with the pen, just get all of this except for this one. Cool. So if you turn it on, it's not going to affect that, right? That's fine. And then from here, should be able to put a clock and then a redstone torch. So we'll get rid of this one. Put a redstone torch right there. That's not going to work. Put the torch on first. That's fine. So now you're working, and then if we just get the rest of these attached. Cool. So now, as you can see, this is not fast enough. See, 1, 2, so it's like pretty slow. So if we just right click this, it should speed up this one substantially. So we'll do it to 5. 5. There you go. So that's pumping that on a substantial level, right? Cool. Nice. I think we are done down here as well for now. And then once we switch this off, we should be getting the spawns in there, right? Before we do so, there's a final little step I want to do. So let's work towards making ourselves a backpack. Sorry, I forgot to actually put the ender inhibitor on there. So what I'll do, I'll put this on the back side. Boom. This basically stops the enderman from teleporting out whenever they get pushed around in there. So that being done, we can get these things back in the terminal. Jumbo tank will keep, and I feel as if I do want to use the backpack, so let's work towards making the highest tier of these. You've seen me do this once before in the past, so I'll just skip through this one for now. So I managed to upgrade it all the way up to diamond, so I think that should be fine for now. If we shift right click you, we could place you down, which is fine. Don't really need much more. So what we can work towards now is getting up some upgrades. So what do we want for this, right? So let's get rid of these. Pick up, we want the magnet upgrade, so let's get one of these made. Alright, so pick up upgrade, right, and then we should be able to chain this one into a magnet upgrade. Cool. Can we not get a advanced version of this? Nice, advanced magnet upgrade. That's for the backpack. Cool. Let's put the pen in here now, and the catcher. Cool. So we've got that, and we're also going to need ourselves a stack upgrade. So stack upgrade. Cool. We work towards like the highest one we can for this one, just because we don't really want to be running out of space in our inventory. So what we'll do is refill. What's this? Keeps refill. Nope. We want the stack start here. Right. We want this one. To make this missing one, we have no more copper. Let's have a look. Copper, we've got plenty, so let's grab some ore hammers, duplicate this, do something like this, and then get you smelting up. You know what, whilst that's doing its thing, right, we're gonna work towards something called a void upgrade. Void item selector and filter has more filtering options, so that's the one we're gonna need. So let's knock off a void upgrade and then an advanced void upgrade. Cool. So we've got that one. It's pretty simple to make. Just the last one, which was a stack upgrade. Let's head back here, see if we can make up a few more blocks of coal. Stack upgrade. Boom. So a stack upgrade, and then we should be able to get this to the iron level. Block of iron, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, and we should be able to do this to gold. Is gold pretty expensive? Yes, gold is expensive. Nope, we ain't gonna get to the gold level, right? Cool. So with that being done, guys, got majority of the resources needed in order to get this stuff. So if we put the backpack here, yeah, and then we put in the 3 upgrades for that. Magnet, pick up, experience. We don't want to do that. We want to pick up items, and then that's fine. And then we got the void upgrade. Void any, nope. We want to only works with those upgrades. Automation, nope. So allow match item, match tags. So we want to match the tags. So that's right there. Let's grab ourselves an absorption hopper. I feel as if we should be able to make one of those. Absorption hopper. This one. Cool. Pretty simple. Cool. Put you in this center right here. And then this side is west, so on the west side we should do item. On the right side we're gonna do, so on the east side we're gonna do fluid. Yeah, so I think once we get the piping all done for this, job's a good one. So do we have any pipes? Item pipes? Nope. We need a couple of items pipes and fluid pipes. So make some of these as well. Cool. So I feel as if we just put these on either side of this, is going to work. It's going to go into there, and then where's the tank? The tank's going to go here. You know what, let's neaten this up a little bit. We pull the magnet upgrade out of this because we do have the absorption hopper right now, so that's fine. And throw all you guys in here. Cool. This, like we said, was going to be the west and the east side. The west side is items and the east side is fluid. Cool. And we need to basically get the pipes wrench and hopefully just pull out each one of these. So I'm hoping that works. There you go. Pull out that one, and then you pull out this one. Cool. So now if we do turn this on, that should kind of do his thing. Oh. So we're going to let that run for a second just to see if it works out, and if it does, then happy days. So yeah, I just remembered I had an advanced pipe upgrade for this, just because it's pulling out items pretty slowly out of this. So let's just hide the area for this one. If you can see, the items just get clogged up in here. So if we put ourselves a advanced pipe upgrade in here and remove you, that should hopefully transfer 32 items every 5 ticks, right? Cool. So what I want to do right now is just to test this out. I'll deactivate my magnet, turn you back on, and see how fast it's pulling things out. So I feel as if I've just messed around with the thingy, so I think I've blacklisted everything coming through here, so that was a bit of an issue. I've changed it over to whitelist, so let's just run it again, see if it's got any items that drop on the floor, and hopefully everything that comes in should go instantly out of there. Perfect, that's what we needed. Cool, so that's working fine. So this is a mess right now. As you can see, we don't want to be picking up the armor, we don't want to be picking up the scrolls and all that kind of stuff. So in the void upgrade, yeah, if we basically change this to match tags, we will void items that we put in here right now. So armor, if we add it, so anything to do with armors is going to match. So if we just resort the inventory, I think I'll go to work a little bit. So if you just change this to works in GUI as well, and then void overflow, so void any, and then if you click match tags, and then you just start whacking the items in there and hopefully add it on as a tag, it should hopefully start removing it also. We don't need that, we don't need them. 32, will you remove? Yep, you're gonna remove, you're fine, you're fine also. Nice. Potatoes we'll keep, I think, for now. And yeah, you guys are going to remove as well. So no more armors are going to be here, no more enchanted armor is going to be in here. We've not got any swords or anything or tools coming through right now, so once we do, we'll get rid of these as well, I think. Farm avoidable. What's this? Why is this? So I'm going to play around this for a little bit. So let's turn it back on. Let it do its thing for a little while. So yeah, I let it run for quite a while. I'm gonna also see if I can add a sound muffler upgrade onto this as well. So let's click this, edit anchor. We'll do like, and then we'll do death. That's fine, and we will also do step, I think. Step. Splash, I think it was another one. Slime. Witch. Nice and quiet now. Enderman. Slime. That should be fine for now, I think. It's gone completely silent, which is good. You know what, this mod is absolutely amazing, the muffler mod, you know what I mean. Don't know how I did without it, but anyway, we'll turn you back off for now, and hopefully that's all packed up right now. Cool, so that's what I wanted. So because he's not throwing these items in, so let's just start adding armors to this. Let's get most of this shit out of here. Witch hat we can put in. Don't need any witch hats. That's not going to allow me to do that, right? Okay. So boom, add you as well. So if we just change this to match any tag, and I've added in quite a bit of stuff. So if we remove you guys and put you back in, you should hopefully delete straight away, which is perfect. So let's get rid of most of these armors, see if that works out for us. That's fine. Get rid of you. Quiver goes as well. Nice. Sorted. It's literally just the scrolls and things like that, right? Don't need arrows. It'll match you as well. So boom. Get rid of your arrows. What else is this? Fine slick, which is fine. And the scrolls, I'll figure out the scrolls. I'm not really sure how to get rid of these because it doesn't allow you to put it into there. So if we, yeah, I don't think it allows us to put it in there. That's fine. We'll leave it at that for now. We've got quite a bit of resources already from this, which is perfect, right? Okay. Yeah, so there you go. We set up a nice little mob farm, and that's probably going to be it for this episode, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always, and if you guys enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button down below, and also sub to the channel if you're interested in seeing more. With that being said, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.